It's week 2.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
And leading them out in the third year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. White's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 91 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep him.
And the Raiders have got him. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jones, able to hit his target Lamb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
Well, that's the ratio you say you're okay with,
If
right?
you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. We talked about it prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Throw out wide to Walker.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Tua.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Tua now on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The drive starts with a run by White.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Motion man is Shakir. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 21, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to some.
Touchdown!
Brevin Jordan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here in Vegas.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Blake Grupe now for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that one too wide and incomplete.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Opting to run again here with White.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On the draw, here's White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a dump off here complete.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I think the best on the ball to the running backs in open space. They might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Motion man is Shakir. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down, here's White. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. Wiggles free. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Micah Parsons.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Crossing route complete to Ross.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tua going to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Up the middle they run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll send Watson in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And Watson has it right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Tua. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Raiders! Kenneth Walker, 28 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
2nd and 10.
Throwing, Jones. He completes it right side to White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Going right side is White. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
So we pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with White, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Jones on first down.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. To the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They're going to come through on this point and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tua now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua.
He completes this to Walker.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running out of the gun with White.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
7 yards there and a first down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He hits his target, Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing, Jones.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Jones.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Khalil Shakir
there to make the grab.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Complete right side to Otten. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Throw out wide to Walker. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
So the Jets now down by 6, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Jones throw complete to Shakir. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Jones. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Jones. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little
with time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the counter, it's Walker.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Jones. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they